Welcome, everybody. This is another bonus episode.
We're almost finished.
Where basically there's something fun next week for you, a fun little surprise, and then
We're back to
to a
business.
new season.
We're serious.
We have done this a few times before. We're going to do it again. We're back to the old well. When I say old well, I mean a well from the 17 and 1800s. What an old well.
And it is also an old well because we've done a handful of these before. We should really start keeping a spreadsheet of which ones we've done, or we're going to start repeating ourselves.
Part of the joy is whether or not we recognize one. People will be like, don't you remember this joke? You read it 3 times already. And we're like, I don't remember this at all.
This already happens in all of our other shows.
We have to see if we get any better at understanding the jokes.
Oh, man.
Maybe when we rehear it, we'll think, oh, I know this. I get this joke.
Okay.
We're doing Joe Miller's Jests.
Yeah,
For people,
maybe we'll get smarter.
if this is the first time you've heard us do a Joe Miller's Jests, go back and search the other episodes we've done. Joe Miller's Jests was a joke book written in the 1700s. This version is with copious additions. So there are 1,300 jokes, and this edition is from the 1800s. But there's a lot of old jokes.
And we attempt to understand them.
Some of them are full of cultural references you don't understand. Some of them full of cultural references you don't want to understand. But we do them anyway. They really hate their wives. They really hate the Irish. And we don't know what they feel about the Spanish. We haven't been able to figure it out yet. We're always very confused. Same with the clergy. Every now and then there's a joke that you think is general, but it's in fact incredibly specific to one member of British politics at the time. But we're going to find out. We have got a random number generator that will generate any number between 1 and 1,296.
Let's see what
So we shouldn't be doubling up too much.
I mean,
We do a lot of jokes per episode. But we'll have to find out.
all right.
Would you like to read the first joke?
I would love to read the
I will
first
generate
joke.
you a number. Dani, your number is 188.
All right. It's a short one.
Okay.
A cowardly servant, having been hunting with his lord, they had killed a wild boar. The fellow, seeing the boar stir, betook himself to a tree, upon which his master called to him and asked him what was he afraid of. The boar's guts are out. No matter for that, said he. His teeth are in. Okay, I understand it.
Sure.
That seems fair. The servant was so cowardly that even though the boar was dead, as long as it still had teeth, it was still scary.
Yeah, I guess.
Is being bitten by a boar really the scary thing?
Also, I mean, their tusks are like teeth, I guess.
I mean,
you're getting gored by a boar.
I
a
don't
boar gore.
expect the 1700s to be aware of that.
Does this feels like pseudo wordplay. Like it's a pun, but it's not really a pun. Like his guts are out, but his teeth are in, and therefore I did wordplay because you said out and I said
It
in.
did, you're right.
It's
It
like,
gave off that impression, but
yeah,
no,
but what
it's
are
very
you
literal.
talking about? What do you mean like guts are out, but his teeth are in? Is that why it's funny?
How in 300 years did we lose words like betook?
Betook
He
is good.
betook
Also,
himself to a tree.
what is up with the grammar of these jokes? Could you read the opening sentence again?
Yeah, I will tell you the punctuation. A cowardly servant having been hunting with his lord, comma, they had killed a wild boar, semicolon. The fellow seeing the boar stir, comma, betook himself to a tree, semicolon, upon which his master called to him, comma, and asked him, what with a capital W was he afraid of, question mark.
It's just wild. You're always waiting for the sentence to be finished at the start, and then it's like, no, we're done. We're done with that sentence now.
All through
We're done with this
to the
prepositional
1800s,
phrase or whatever.
I know they were way bigger on semicolons and just using them in place of full
I don't even
stops.
mind the semicolon stuff, but if you look at the first thing,
I
before it's
agree.
been semicolon,
The
it's
whole
like,
sentence structure is nonsense. This is the reason that the American Second Amendment, it makes no sense.
yeah, it's like a man having done this, they did this. Wait, where are we? I feel like you're still setting up a guy.
You know roughly the wording of the Second Amendment, right?
I feel like it has the same vibe.
It's exactly this sort of problem that means that it's hard to understand exactly what it's going for. You need to really be an expert in
the grammar of the
way that they
times.
used commas back then.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. Okay, well,
It's not a
look, we got that
sentence
joke.
makes
It
sense.
wasn't very.
It's not a sentence that a teacher would accept these days.
No. Yeah, they'd be like, you haven't yet said the subject properly. You haven't done a verb yet. The sentence isn't over yet. You haven't put in a verb. It's very odd.
Well,
Dani.
it was a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah, but is it more of a joke than I think?
No.
Guts are out, teeth are in?
No,
it's just about
servant
dumb
scared.
servant scared of a dead pig. Every now and then there's a golden joke in these, and this was
We'll
not one of
find
them.
him.
All right, I'll
Your
find it
turn.
with 192. quite close by.
Hmm.
What a sentence! Are you ready for the greatest opening sentence? I haven't even read it yet. I've just got the vibes of it from looking.
Okay.
From looking.
How
and it
long is this
feels...
joke? How in for a long story do I need to be?
Oh, no, it's 4 lines.
Oh, okay.
Longer than yours, shorter than others.
Okay.
It is certainly the most transcendent pleasure to be agreeably surprised with a confession of love from an adored mistress.
Well, hello, Mrs. Austen.
Let me set up the joke. Oh, come on, I'll tell you a joke. Now, it is certainly the most transcendent pleasure to be agreeably surprised with the confession of love from an adored mistress. A young gentleman, after a very great misfortune, came to his mistress and told her he was reduced even to the want of 5 guineas.
Oh, no.
Right. Well, to which she replied, I am glad of it with all my heart. Are you so, madam, adds he, suspecting her constancy. Pray, why so? Because, said she, I can furnish you with 5,000.
What? What?
I can furnish you with 5,000.
That sounds like she's rich and offering him money.
Yeah, I don't get where the like, oh, man, I've lost all my money except for, I don't even have 5 guineas. Oh, that's good. Why? Because I could give you much money. Why is it funny?
Huh?
A man walked into a bar and he said, barkeep, can I have a beer? And the barman said, I'm all out of beer. And the guy said, no, that's all right. I brought my own. What are we doing here?
I'm not sure.
Look, okay, we can definitely agree, Dani, that it is certainly the most transcendent pleasure to be agreeably surprised with the confession of love from adored mistress.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Is this about saying that, hey, I have money means love?
Maybe? Is this just a nice story? Is this just is this just a feel-good story?
Very pleasant apart from the mistress part.
Yeah, no, mistress is just any kind of mistress.
I don't know if that's true.
Great misfortune came to his mistress and told her he was reduced even to the want of 5 guineas, to which she replied, I'm glad of it with all my heart.
And so he expected
Now, he suspected her
say that
constancy.
just because she loved him and saying, I'll stand by you even if you're poor. Is that what
I don't know.
suspecting her
what
constancy
does constancy mean in this context? Constancy, definition, archaic?
I don't think there's anything fancy about it.
Yeah, fortitude, self-control, unshakable inner resolution. Oh, I see. No, it is, she is showing constancy, saying, well, I'm glad of it with all my heart. She's unshaken.
Yeah.
And he is suspecting that constancy, as in doubting it.
Oh.
He going, wait, what?
Suspecting.
He said, suspecting the constancy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand.
Pray, why
that
so?
makes sense.
Because I can furnish you with 5,000.
Is it just funny that a young woman has money?
I don't know. I don't think so. That's not a good joke. I can furnish you with 5,000 guineas.
All right, this is an audience participation. Why is this
Why is
funny?
that funny?
Are you Googling why is this funny?
I'm just doing 5,000 guineas. See, it's a reference to something. There's a thoroughbred horse race. No. The 1,000 guineas is a
Are we
Melbourne racing.
Are we reading into a backstory where he lost all his money gambling and she won all her money gambling and
I don't
it's her money
think
now?
so.
No, neither do I. That would be wild. I don't think
it's
we're
just
meant to
a
interpret
nice
that.
story,
But
Dani.
I do like reading into it that way.
I think it's just a nice story.
Why is this funny, everybody?
Well, I don't know. Jenny?
My turn.
Jenny? 973.
Ooh, we're coming to the end.
973, please.
So I assume these are the ones not necessarily written by him.
No,
Okay.
these are the copious editions at this point, surely.
Okay, all right. Okay, we seem to be talking about stagecoaches here. One of the Dover stages on its way to London was stopped by a single highwayman, who was informed by the coachman there were no inside passengers and only one in the basket, and he was a sailor. The robber then proceeded to exercise his employment on the tar. When waking him out of his sleep, Jack demanded what he wanted, to which the son of plunder replied, your money. You shan't have it, said Jack. No, replied the robber. Then I'll blow your brains out. Blow away then, you landlubber, cried Jack, squirting the tobacco juice out of his mouth. I may as well go to London without brains as without money. Drive on, coachman. Okay.
Okay, look, first of all, I'd like to ring a little bell. Bing, 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 bing. Cryptic crossword words
yes,
spotted in the
absolutely.
wild.
We've
We've referred to a sailor as a tar.
This is good information to have, otherwise that would have been confusing to us.
That is some classic.
Don't know why this sailor suddenly got a name halfway through.
Yeah, all
He just
sailors
became
were called Jack.
Maybe.
So, guys, basically, I'm going to rob you. He's a sailor. He's coming from the Dover coach. Presumably, he's come from like crossing
The channel.
crossing the channel, and he's coming up to London. The guy says, "If you don't give me your money, I'll blow your brains out." And he says, "Same thing, right? May as well have no brains if I'm going to have no money. Having no money is the same as having no brains."
Yep. Haha, London's expensive.
I guess it's just that London's expensive.
Yeah.
Going to London with no money is the same as going with no. May as well go dead with no brain.
Yeah.
I guess
Makes sense. All right, we found some easy ones to understand what's
but
going
not
on.
ones to make me laugh.
No, we haven't found a funny.
Sure,
yet.
I might ring the crossword bell, but I'm not going to laugh yet.
It's true. London is expensive.
Basically, we're just chasing the high because once this book really got us with a kid making fun of his mum's cooking, and it got us. It was great. It was a good bit,
and we
loved it, and we learned fun things. And the whole time we're chasing that high. Now, what have we learned? Sailors are called Jack. Put it in the book, Dani. Write it down. Sailors are all called Jack.
All right.
In the 1700s.
Come on, there's going to be a good pun that we have to interpret somewhere. Somewhere in here.
I've got to do 599. Okay.
A good central one.
Oh, I see a bunch of exclamation marks.
Great.
Them and a bracketed pun, like a bracketed re-understand this word. I could write it this way instead of this way. Look at me, I'm doing a pun.
Oh,
okay.
So a joke where they have to explain the joke mid-joke. Let's find out. Let's hear it.
Okay. Two gentlemen were walking in the High Street, Southampton, one day, about that hour which the industrious damsels of the mop and brush usually devote to cleaning the pavement before the door.
Okay.
It happened that the bucket used upon such occasions was upon the stones, and one of the gentlemen and one of the gentlemen stumbled against it.
Oops.
This is actually a really good joke. I'm really happy. He stumbles against it. "My dear friend," exclaimed the other, "I lament your death exceedingly." "My death?" "Yes. You have just kicked the bucket. It's not done. You have just kicked the bucket." "Not so," rejoined his friend. "I have only turned a little pale." That's a good bit!
Hey, we found our puns.
We found a good bit! And it ends with P-A-L-E and then in brackets P-A-I-L.
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. We understood that.
So we know the joke.
We didn't need that part. Amazing. That's great.
That's a good bit. This is a good classic joke. They're walking down the high street. Okay, Dani, this has everything we need. Two gentlemen. Love it. The sentence, "about that hour which the industrious damsels of the mop and brush usually devote to cleansing the pavement before the door."
I love this
that
exposition context that we're getting that us 300 years later really need.
But, that's some beautiful wording. And then the double joke. He accidentally kicks a little bucket. The friend says, "Oh, you died." "What do you mean?" "You kicked the bucket." Which, that's fun. We already knew that kick the bucket was a phrase
300 years ago.
Because this is a play on it, because he says, "I've only turned a little pale," as in I'm only sick, but also it's because he turned over the little pail that he kicked.
Do you want to
This
Google
is good.
how old the phrase "kick the bucket" is?
I love this. I'm so happy. Okay. Kicked the bucket. Etymology. Is there like...
I never search for etymology when it comes to phrases. I just search for origin.
Okay, hold on. To kick the bucket, or to as in to die, Edam Online, which is a good source, says that's from 1785.
Ooh,
so this could be a copious edition. Perhaps from the unrelated bucket, beam on which something may be hung or carried, 1570s. From French bouquet, balance, a beam from which was slaughtered animals were hung.
So what we're hearing is that this could have been an extremely contemporary joke. This could have been like a 6-7. Like, really, stop reading. Look at me. Like, you're paying attention to this, right? If that phrase didn't exist until the late 1700s.
Yeah, maybe it's a new phrase, and then this is a turn of that phrase immediately.
Yeah, isn't
a
that
really
exciting?
Contemporary messing around with the phrase. I love it. But very much saying it in terms of buckets. Like this is saying perhaps from the unrelated bucket beam on which something may be hung or carried, but it doesn't seem to be in this context, unless it's a double pun. And he's saying, you kicked a bucket, just like the bucket that you might kick when you die. I don't know. That's really interesting.
That's good stuff. All right, we've had one success. I love it.
Well, we got there. That's a good one. I'm happy with that. This whole episode is paid for itself.
Fascinating.
Dani, would you like to do 694?
Okay, 694. 4, eh? Okay, we've got an Irishman. This is gonna go well.
Oh, you never trust the ones with an Irishman in them. He'll be really dumb, or really cheap, or really poor. These are the various things this book says about Irishmen. Danny doesn't like it. Is it bad enough that you don't even want to read it?
No. Your reaction is just gonna be another, oh yeah, I get it.
My reaction is going to be a deep chuckle.
We found, oh no, it's not.
I'm gonna love this one.
Dr. Lucas, the celebrated Irish patriot, having, after a very sharp contest, carried the election as a representative in Parliament for the city of Dublin,
Oh, they're such convoluted setups.
was met a few days after by a lady whose whole family were very warm in the interest of the unsuccessful candidate. "Well, doctor," said she, "I find you have gained the election." "Yes, madam." "No wonder, sir. All the blackguards voted for you." "No, madam. Your 2 sons did not," returned the doctor.
Oh, your sons are blackguards.
"Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, all the losers voted for you.
I don't like you. Well, I think your sons suck."
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's everybody dumb voted for you. Oh, but your sons voted for the other guy. That's a fun little bit. That's a fun little back and forth. You'd doll up the language a little bit, and then you'd attribute that to Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
I bet you someone has attributed that to Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was once at a party. A woman said, "I didn't vote for you, only idiots did." And he said, "But your husband voted against me as well." Ha 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 ha. And everyone laughs at how funny Winston Churchill is. And he slides his copy of Joe Miller's Jests into his back pocket and no one can see.
And he won the Nobel Prize for Literature for it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, man, I'm getting short ones that we don't really need to do a lot of work to interpret here. In a way, it's our most successful one yet.
Well, look, I've got 91.
Ooh, early days.
Early days.
The early
Hey,
ones are weird.
don't worry, there's some Irish people in this one.
Fantastic.
A lieutenant colonel to one of the Irish regiments in the French service, being dispatched by the Duke of Berwick from Fort Kiel to the King of France with a complaint relating to some irregularities that had happened in the regiment. His Majesty, with some emotion of mind, told him that the Irish troops gave him more uneasiness than all his forces besides. "Sir," said the officer, "all your Majesty's enemies make the same complaint."
Oh.
This is a very pro-Irish
It is.
joke.
This is the Irish are good soldiers. They have a lot of complaints and issues going on, which may be very justified, because
They're the best.
why is the King of France in charge of the Irish armies?
Danny, there is so much history of Irish people serving in the wars of France. I can't get into it now. Now, the biggest reason is I don't remember any of it.
Okay,
but it's
this has a degree of sincerity.
Yeah, Irish people fighting for France.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it. This is a long-term
Is it just
historical
mutual
thing.
hatred of England?
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe it's also sometimes when England needs to send troops to fight with France.
Yeah,
they'll
that
be like,
sometimes happened too.
We'll send the expendable Irish people that I don't know. Danny, here's the problem. I don't know. I just know there's a big connection between Irishmen and fighting for France.
Okay.
In good or bad ways. And someone with more understanding of it can fill you in.
I will internalize that. And is Fort Kiel?
Feel free to email us with the recommendations for books on the history of Irish regiments in French service.
I'm not going to read that. Is Fort Kiel a real place, do you think? Fort Kiel?
Of course it is. Keil? Gotta be. Gotta be.
Okay.
Why would you make it up? Why would you make it up for the joke?
Good point. Why would you? My turn? We've got to find one perplexing one. I mean, we found one perplexing one already.
I've already forgotten what the perplex was about.
5,000 guineas.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't even perplexing. It was just weird.
I mean...
There's a whole difference. All right, Danny. Could you do 1,029?
Oh, no.
You're getting way into the late jokes. These jokes are not good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a little bit different. A Methodist in America.
A Methodist in America?
That's a very different...
We're going to learn what Joe Miller and his 100 years of additions think about American Methodists.
Cool. I will... Oh.
Do you want to not read this one? No, is it pretty bad?
I'm reading onwards. It is racist.
Oh, super racist?
Yeah, it's racist.
Okay. Do we skip in this one?
It is about Native Americans and their alcohol habits.
Yeah, let's skip that one.
It's not good.
Sorry, Joe. We're not reading that one. Danny, I'll give you a new number. 1183. You got to go deeper. Danny, you have to go deeper into the racism.
All right. This one starts with some gentlemen. No
Some
nationalities
gentlemen,
involved.
brackets, from this stupid race, close brackets.
Okay, let's go with this. It's a shorty. Some gentlemen were sitting in a coffee house together. One was asking what news there was. The other told him there were 40,000 men rose that day, which made them all stare and asked him to what end they rose and what they intended. Why, faith, said he, only to go to bed at night again.
Well, then there'd be a lot more than 40,000 people waking up.
How many people existed in the 1800s?
Did he think the world population was 40,000?
Oh, man.
What an odd thing to say. Oh, anyone, hey, anything happening today? Well, 40,000 men woke up. What? Yeah, their plan was go back to sleep. What do you mean? 40,000 men rose?
The Grand Old Duke of York having an
Yeah.
army of 10,000 is suddenly much more impressive.
40,000. Yeah, 1/4 of the population. I just don't know why that guy said it. Like, what's the news? Well, 40,000 men rose. For what
What-
occasion?
wait,
Oh, to
why?
go back to bed later on in the evening when the day was done. Why do we invite you to these coffee house meetups, man?
Who asks why 40,000 people got up? Well, who's first person they said, 40,000 people woke up this morning? Why?
Does it mean is rose like is the word using is it like a bit that he was doing where he's like 40,000 men rose and they're like you mean rose up in protest against something, rose up and overthrew that? What do you mean rose? Like
Could be.
rose, and he's like rose from their beds and they're gonna go back to sleep later.
I will happily take it to
I think
mean that
he's-
because that sort of thing at least gives the...
I think he's doing it as a bit.
Yeah.
Like
oh, obviously,
where
yes.
but like he's like I'm gonna say rose and you're gonna be like what against who? Because they think of rose like a rebellion, and then he's like, "Gotcha, idiots! I meant rose out of bed, and it's a pun on rose."
I think that's fair because I could believe that saying rise up against something is
Yeah.
something that has developed
The
over
general
time.
parlance to just say
We didn't
they rose.
always have the adverb.
Yeah, they rose. Oh, really? Against who? The King of France?
Could be, could be.
No, against the sun. Yeah, okay, I get it. This guy's just being mean. I don't know why 40,000.
Oh yeah, he's just annoyed at his friend's attempt at conversation.
Stop
40,000
asking me
seems
about the
completely
news.
arbitrary.
He was reading the paper. The guy being like, "What's the news?" Like, "I'm reading the paper."
Ugh.
"What's the news?" "I'm reading the paper." "Just tell me some news." "Fine." And then he did this fun bit, and everyone laughed and laughed so much they wrote it in a book. They called up Joe Miller, and they said, "Phones
You
haven't
know
been
that new
invented
joke
yet."
you've been looking for?
They wrote a letter and they handed it to a stagecoach driver and they said, "Bring this to Joe Miller, quickly." All right, where were we? Where were we?
It's up to you.
890. Oh, this one's big, but it involves some real people, and my gosh, I reckon we're not going to get it.
Okay.
It is well known that the Dani, it's well
How
known.
are you getting another one of these?
It is well known that the celebrated lawyer Dunning, afterwards Lord Ashburton, if you want to start looking up Lord Ashburton, feel free, was a severe cross-examiner, unsparing in his sarcasms and reflections upon character when he thought that the truth might be elicited by alarming a witness.
Okay, sure.
We know that lawyer Dunning loves to mess with his witnesses, really get them on edge,
Just
right?
press them a bit,
That's where
yeah.
we've been told.
Freak him out, press him.
He sometimes was harsh and overbearing when milder behaviour would have done him more credit and answered his purpose quite as well. Among the numerous rebukes which he had received for this habit of severity, the following is related from his brother barrister Jack Lee. So we are now 4 lines in and we're just setting up, we're about to tell you a joke.
Great.
He mentioned to Lee that he had made a purchase of some manors in Devonshire. "It would be well," said Lee, "if you could bring them to Westminster Hall."
Okay, what does manners mean in that way?
He has bought some manors,
Oh,
M-A-N-O-R-S,
M-A-N-O-R-S. Okay, thank you.
in Devonshire, and so Lee says, "It'd be nice if you could bring him to Westminster Hall." Thinking about M-A-N-N-E-R-S.
This is the
"I
epitome.
purchased some manors in Devonshire." "Oh, have you? Well, why don't you bring them to court?"
No. This is the funny thing that I said. Now, you really had to be... In order to understand, you have to know that Lord Ashburton is a lawyer, first of all.
I like this better. There's the setup for this, right? It's, oh, what a great... Jack Lee says this, and he goes, "Oh, you know, I feel so good about saying that. I'm going to tell that Joe Miller about it. Dear Joe Miller, someone just said, I bought some manors in Devonshire, and I said, bring them to Westminster Hall." 3 months later, he gets a letter in return. What do you mean? I don't understand. Does he not have manors at West? Why wouldn't he have Sorry. You see, he's the lawyer Dunning, the celebrated lawyer Dunning.
I definitely pictured this as the epitome of telling your friends about something funny that happened and them just staring blankly and then you realizing how much context you've left
3
out.
months later, I don't know who who Dunning is. Well, you see, he sometimes
know him
harsh and
better as Lord
overbearing.
Ashburton.
He's Lord Ashburton now, and you see and this whole process took like 3 years. Like, okay, let me just put all that in for someone, and then
So you're saying that Joe Miller is actually
And then the worst thing about-
succinct one.
and the worst thing about Joe Miller, he learned all this from a year's worth of correspondence, and then he writes, "It is well known that the celebrated lawyer Dunning was a severe cross-examiner." Shut up, you. If it's well known, why tell us about it?
Mm.
Okay, well, actually, I didn't mind that one.
No, it was a bit of
It was a
fun.
nice little joke. It had a lot of setup, but it was a good little joke.
You're getting the puns. You're
I'm
so
getting
lucky.
the puns.
Another.
All right.
We're only been going for 25 minutes. We're good.
170, please, Danny. Give me joke 170 from this illustrious book of jokes.
Oh boy, it's another little one. Oh boy, this I'm seeing. Let's find out. I don't know how much we'll be able to understand that. It's technically one sentence by our understanding.
Okay, one sentence but 5 lines.
When the Prince of Orange came over, 5 of the 7 bishops who were sent to the Tower declared for His Highness, and the 2 others would not come into measures.
Yeah. Go on, get it. 5 of them declared, 2 of them weren't in the measures. They were in the tower.
I
Let's
don't
go
know
on.
what that means.
No, it's okay. We'll pick it up.
Upon which Mr. Dryden said,
Who the hell's Mr. Dryden? Okay, I'm so sorry. I need all that context from the other joke. All right, Mr. Dryden. Maybe if we'd read the jokes before they introduced Mr. Dryden, and we're in the Dryden section of the joke book, where they're all built on Mr. Dryden and our growing understanding of him as a character. But go on.
upon which Mr. Dryden said that the 7 golden candlesticks were sent to be assayed at the Tower, and 5 of them proved to be prince's metal.
What the hell is happening? Danny, okay, you got your
Yeah, we
inscrutable
found our
one.
mystery. Can
Okay.
you please, you look this one up so that you can see it as well?
Okay, what number was it, sorry?
170.
170. Let me find 170.
Okay,
Okay,
so
the Prince of Orange is coming
came over to London?
Well, yeah, came over to England, right?
Yeah,
Because
just
there's an
says
English
came
book,
over.
and the Prince of Orange is presumably Dutch.
That was my guess, but I truly don't know much
So
about.
the Prince of Orange comes over.
5 of the 7 bishops who were sent to the Tower declared for His
Now,
Highness.
okay. Why was is the Tower of London?
I assume so.
Is this looking
But-
back to when they were like getting rid of Catholics, and so these were Catholic bishops and they were sent to the Tower?
What does
as
declared
punishment?
for His Highness mean?
Maybe they're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to Google the Prince of Orange,
That's a place to start.
heir apparent to the Dutch throne. Okay, which is fair.
Yeah.
Prince of Orange, England, declared for. Okay, William III. William III of England was the Prince of Orange. So I think we're talking about
Okay.
William III, who became king. Let's learn about William III. 1650 to 1702. So I think we're in the right sort of frame to be talking about something and being able to
Yeah.
just refer to him this way. So he was the Prince of Orange
But
from birth.
When the Prince of Orange came over,
And then he ruled England.
but was he born in?
Oh, he was one of the joint rulers. He ruled England, Scotland, and Ireland with his wife, Queen Mary II. Their
Okay.
joint reign is known as that of William and Mary.
Sure.
So I think he's coming over to become King of England.
So he was born. He was not English by birth.
I guess not. He was the only child of William II, Prince of Orange, and Mary, a
What
British
years
princess.
did you say this was?
This is 1650 to 1702.
This is roughly the time of the Anglo-Dutch War.
Yeah, Mary, Princess Royal and Princess of Orange. House of Stuart, regent for her minor son from 1650 to 1660, first holder of the title Princess
Okay,
Royal.
but this doesn't help
The
us.
eldest daughter of King Charles I.
Okay.
Okay,
So
King
she's
Charles.
very English.
So his mum was the daughter of Charles I.
Okay.
So he's in succession for the British throne.
So
Hi
where?
everybody, welcome to our joke book
Why is
episode.
he coming over? Where is he coming over from then?
Well, I think he was in Orange, being the Prince of Orange, and then he's like, wait, I'm a claimant to the English throne, I should come over and be King of England.
Okay,
So
sure.
he's coming over to claim the English throne.
Sure. I kind of assumed that, like, he got the title Prince of Orange upon ascension or thereabouts.
He was born Prince of Orange.
Well, okay, yeah, ascension to existence.
And that's unrelated to him being... He's the Prince of Orange, and his dad was the Prince of Orange, and he
Yeah.
married into the British royal. He married a British royal princess. His dad.
Oh, okay.
So he
Who
is.
was his?
So William III is the son.
So who was William II exactly?
William II was the Prince of Orange.
Yes, I know that much.
I don't know what to tell you.
But is he Dutch?
He's Dutch.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, he's from Orange.
Okay.
But he married a British princess, and then had William III, and William III, who is William III and second, by the way,
Sure.
went in and was. Is that because he's William III of Orange, but William II of England?
Quite likely.
Great. William the Conqueror didn't have a William II?
No, there haven't been that many Williams.
Crazy. Okay, so where were we? That's right. Many Protestants heralded William as a champion of their faith.
It's been a while.
In 1685, his Catholic uncle and father-in-law James became the King of England, Scotland, and Ireland.
Okay.
Presumably that's James the First.
Wait, what year?
1685?
Nope.
No, that's not James. Okay,
Nope.
whatever. It's one of the other Jameses. Now, he was Catholic, and so James's... Sorry, everybody, welcome to our joke book episode. James's reign was unpopular with the British Protestants. I'm just reading Wikipedia here. Something we said we'd never do. Supported... Okay. So William invaded England in the Glorious Revolution.
Okay.
He landed in the southwest English port of Brixham.
Is that when he came over for war?
Yeah. I think this is him coming over for war. He's invading England.
All right. And so he brought some bishops.
No, there were bishops in the Tower. So I think maybe these were Protestant bishops who had been put in prison by the Catholic James. Because James's reign was James's reign
was the Catholic?
Yeah, because
Oh,
this
I
guy.
thought you were saying that William was the Catholic.
William's Protestants love William.
Okay.
James was unpopular with British Protestants who opposed Catholic emancipation.
Okay, so some Protestant bishops had been in the Tower?
And they said,
they said, no, we love this William guy. Get over here, William.
Maybe.
And two of them...
Public anger also increased because of the trial of 7 bishops who had publicly opposed
Amazing.
James's declaration of indulgence, granting religious liberties to his subjects.
Okay.
So they were the Protestants who were like, hey, we don't like indulgences.
Yeah, sure.
A pretty good Protestant to be. And this policy appeared to threaten the establishment of the Church of England. So 7 bishops were like, hey, we hate you, James.
Yeah.
There was a trial, and I guess they were set to be sent to the Tower because this is as a punishment. Sure. Now, on the same day that the bishops were acquitted, a group of political figures known as the Immortal Seven sent William a formal invitation. William's intentions to invade were public knowledge by September 1688. Okay.
All right, now what I'm going to need you to do...
We've been given the historical context to understand this joke at least a little.
The one extra thing I think we need to look up now is the other capitalized term in this joke, which is the 7 golden candlesticks. Because it says the 7 golden candlesticks.
Okay, this is menorah-ish, right?
What? Why?
Oh, okay. Hold on. There's a Revelations thing.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our jokes episode. In Revelation 1:12-13, the Apostle John experiences a vision of Jesus Christ standing amid 7 candlesticks. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
What?
Sometimes they're also referred to as 7 golden lampstands.
Okay, whatever. How are we going to make that make sense for this joke? So, 5 of the 7 bishops who were sent to the Tower declared for His Highness. The other 2 would not come into measures. So 5 of them supported him and 2 of them said, I'm keeping out of this.
I'm staying neutral.
Upon which...
Welcome to our jokes episode.
The 7 golden candlesticks were sent to be assayed at the Tower.
Yep.
And 5 of them proved to be Prince's metal.
Prince's metal. Okay.
You found the term Prince's metal means something?
Prince Rupert's metal, or Prince's metal, is an alloy of the appearance of brass, but made of copper and zinc or copper and bismuth. So maybe
copper and zinc is brass. What?
Dani, I'm reading definitions here.
Okay.
It's used for cheap jewelry. So I think someone...
So the candlesticks are a metaphor for the bishops.
Yeah. The bishop... Oh, yeah, of course.
So... Well, yeah, but I'm saying it out loud. So Is Joe Miller...
This joke seems to be
Catholic?
anti-William III.
So 5 bishops said that they supported William, and just by coincidence,
So who's Dryden?
5 of the golden candlesticks turned out to be cheap fakes.
Yeah.
Which also, just by sheer coincidence, is called Prince's Medal.
Yeah, it's a fun bit. They were for the prince, so he called them Prince's Medal, but they're meant to be golden candlesticks, but they became cheap, bad candlesticks, Prince's Medal, when we assayed them in the tower.
Sure. Man, how good that the tower is used as a prison and a medal assayer.
Dryden, famously a British poet, literary critic, poet, translator, playwright.
Okay, good to know.
When I search his Wikipedia for the name William, we see Dryden's refusal to take the oaths of allegiance to the new monarchs William and Mary left him out of favour at court. So he hated William. So he said, when people supported William, a guy he hated, and they were 7 bishops, and he wants to say bishops are cool and lovely,
feels like
he
he
compared them
would've-
to the 7 golden candlesticks of the Revelation, and then he said they were tested in the tower, and 5 of them turned out actually
This
to
feels like
just
he
be
would have in
copper.
the modern day done this as like a newspaper cartoon.
Yes, 100%. We got there, everybody. Don't worry, we understand everything about this joke. It only took us a lot of Googling and research, but you were here to follow along. Maybe you already know everything you want to know about the Prince of Orange and William III and Dryden. Maybe you were like, these fools, they don't know about William III and Mary, and they don't know that Dryden opposed
They
his rule.
existed.
We were getting there. Now we're all a little bit smarter. And you thought we were just going to be learning about jokes, but we learned about the world.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
That was my inscrutable nonsense.
Oh, God. Maybe we'll get a funny one this time. 232.
Oh, the 230s. That's peak humour.
Dani,
Yeah.
before I start,
Mhm.
I would like you to, first of all, later in this joke, get ready to appreciate something.
But-
To prepare yourself to
Okay.
appreciate a thing.
Okay, sure.
But could you first, let's do some research beforehand, quickly just Google Ben Jonson.
That's going to be difficult. There is a slightly more recent Ben Jonson.
This one's only Jonson.
Oh, okay.
He's an English actor and poet. Died in 1637.
Great. I mean, not great. Terrible.
So he's just a fun poet.
Cool.
and
That seems
playwright.
to be Joe Miller's crowd.
He wrote The Alchemist, Volpone, Every Man His Humour.
Don't we own The Alchemist?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, it's a play from 1610. Bartholomew Fair, The Tale of a Tub, Eastward Ho.
I'm going to look around for The Alchemist.
We don't know The Alchemist. You're thinking of The Magus, which
I'm
is a
definitely not.
novel by John Fowles. You're thinking of The Tempest. That's by Shakespeare, Danny. Okay, so Ben Jonson's a fun playwright.
Okay.
Ben Jonson. Being one night at the Devil Tavern, there was a country gentleman in the company who interrupted all other discourse with an account of his land and tenements.
Whew.
At last Ben, able to bear it no longer, said to him, "What signifies your dirt and your clods to us? Where you have 1 acre of land, I have 10 acres of wit." "Have you so?" said the countryman. "Good Mr. Wiseacre." Wiseacre? That's like a phrase. That's what I want you to appreciate. Calls him a wiseacre.
Huh.
That's the thing that people say to other people.
Huh.
You wiseacre?
How much is an acre?
How much is an acre?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like 1 acre? "Well, you have 1 acre of land, I have 10 acres of wit." "Have you so?" said the countryman, good Mr. Wiseacre. This unexpected
Oh, it's still going.
Yeah.
I thought that was the
No,
joke.
I just wanted you to appreciate the appearance of Wiseacre.
Okay, great.
This unexpected repartee from the clown struck Ben quite mute for a time. "Why, how now, Ben?" said one of the company. "You seem to be quite flung." "I never was so prickled by a hobnail before," replied he. And that's the end of the joke.
Oh. Okay.
Now, okay. The setup was fun.
Hobnail.
The guy's here talking about his land and how much land he has. And Ben says, "Oh my gosh, who cares about land? For every acre of land you have, I got 10 acres of wit."
He says, "Oh, I guess that makes
he-
you a wiseacre,
And he says,
does
"Oh,
it?"
have you, Mr. Wiseacre?" And that's such a crazy response that Ben just shuts up. It's like, I can't. Well, how do I reply to that?
Yeah, being pricked by such a hobnail.
And then
before.
someone says to Ben, "Oh, you seem to be quite flung." And he says, "I never was so prickled by a hobnail before."
Okay. What's a hobnail specifically, and how?
Sorry, everybody. Welcome to Hobnail Watch.
Like, I feel like hobnail, we're going to find a literal definition, and we should know that hobnail is also a term for, like, old British slang for something.
Short, thick nail with a large head, 1590s.
Sure, it's a nail.
And then it was used figuratively for rustic person.
Okay, cool. Well, that feels like it fits. It's not funny, but it
It's not
fits.
funny. I guess he just... Yeah.
He's just decided to invent a phrase for I have taken a barb from a countryman as I've been pricked by a hobnail.
Now, a wiseacre, since the 1590s, has been one who thinks himself wise, who makes pretensions to affect wisdom,
Nice.
and is a partial translation of the Middle Dutch wijzeger for soothsayer.
Look, that was definitely much funnier, knowing that.
Yeah, he got him good.
Yeah.
One who pretends to know everything.
That's not really how
there you
it's
go.
used now.
No,
I feel like wiseacre now is used very synonymously with smart aleck.
that's true. That's true. In this case, it was someone who pretends to be smarter than they are. So when he said, I have acres of wit, he said, oh, so you're a wiseacre?
Yeah.
And that's a really good bit.
That's great.
And then he goes, well, this guy's from the country. That's his response.
Got him!
Got him. This guy's
We're
a
on
hobnail.
this guy's side, maybe. Sometimes it's hard to tell whose side you're on in these jokes.
No one's. Danny,
Mhm.
one more for you. Let's do one. Do you want to do one more each?
Sure.
Well, yours is 903.
Oh,
Wiseacre.
one's at the bottom.
Maybe it'll be great.
Okay, we could see if there's a person to look up. A Bonnell Thornton is the main character of this.
Bonnell Thornton?
Tell me, another poet playwright?
It's an English poet and essayist.
Wow.
From 1725 to 1768.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, let's learn about him because, of course, we're going to get all his backstory. The late Bonnell Thornton.
He founded the Drury Lane Journal, a satirical periodical, which, among other things, lampooned other journals, such as Johnson's Rambler, the Gentleman's Magazine, and the London Magazine.
Okay.
So he was a Mad Magazine guy.
Right.
This guy, every time you hear Bonnell Thornton, you have to substitute in, what's the name of the Mad Magazine character?
Alfred E. Newman.
Alfred E. Newman. That's how to do it in your head.
Yeah.
Ready?
Gotcha. So the late Bonnell Thornton, so we're in the late 1700s, I guess, at this point.
I guess so.
Fair enough. The late Bonnell Thornton, like most wits, was a lover of conviviality, which
Yeah, of course he was.
which frequently led him to spend the whole night in company and all the next morning in bed.
Although I do think conviviality has more of a specific alcoholic association, maybe?
Oh, interesting.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Well, on one of these occasions, an old female relation, having waited on him before he had risen, began to read him a familiar lecture on prudence, which she concluded by saying, "Ah, Bonnell, Bonnell, I see plainly that you'll shorten your days." "Very true, madam," replied he, "but by the same rule, you must admit I shall lengthen my nights." That's fair.
Yeah, fair.
Makes sense.
Yep.
As someone who stays up late and then wakes up really late in the morning, I get it.
Yeah. And she maybe is like, you'll shorten your days as a bit of like, this will lead to an early death, right?
Yes.
But he goes, oh, I'm shortening my days, but I'm extending my nights. I'm Bonnell.
Exactly.
Fun fact, I just Googled him. He was known at the end of all of his sentences to sing his own name and say, I'm Bonnell, every time he makes a joke.
Okay. This might be the last joke of the episode that
Last
you're
joke
about
of the
to do,
episode.
really.
Don't
Yeah, that one was fine.
This one's going to be amazing because it's number 56. Not 256. Not 356. Not 456. I refuse to press the back button. Not 568. I'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Not
Now,
1256.
we're only going to make this the last one if it feels like a solid choice, right? We're not going to leave on a sad. Oh, that's a reaction. Oh, okay. This feels like it might be an ending.
Danny,
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on.
Excellent. That's what we like
Wait,
to hear.
no, I get it.
Stop
Wait,
interpreting.
hold on, I
and
get it.
Say it.
I get it, but I don't get it.
Okay, great.
Are you ready for the first three words of this?
I don't know, am I?
An archwag of St. John's College asked another of the same college, who was a great sloven, why he would not read a certain author called Goclenius.
I mean, I think
We
I know
gotcha.
where this is going.
Go Cleanius.
Is that the whole joke?
That's the whole joke. That's the entire joke. This guy's dirty, and he says, "Oh, why don't you read a book?" Oh, really? Who's it by? Go Cleanius.
Oh, that's just
It's meant to sound like. Is there someone who sounds like Go
That's
Cleanius?
just a really annoying parent.
Well, he's an archwag. Alright, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
That was a good
See you later, you
finish.
archwags. We'll see you in 2 weeks with a new proper episode, and next week there'll be a fun, extra sort of bonus thing that you get to hear. It'll be great. But see you soon, everybody. Go Cleanius.